Hello there YouTube, it's your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today we are looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Carapax Megafig. He's from the Blue Beetle movie, a film that I admittedly have not seen. I hear it's one of those movies that was like quite good, but nobody saw it. I thought it looked really fun. Thought it almost looked Haitian hero-y, kind of Toku-y almost. And I wanted to see it, but didn't get around to it. I should pick up the Blu-ray or something. But this guy was on a Black Friday sale. This normally $40 figure for $10. I couldn't turn that down. $10 for this big old Carapax. And I'm kind of familiar with Carapax in the comics. I'm sure it's a guy in a suit for the movie, but in the comics, his consciousness, he accidentally transferred it into this ancient robot. And he doesn't fight Jamie Reyes. At least that wasn't the Blue Beetle he was originally introduced for. But I think he's got a cool design. You know, I like that face there. It's kind of got the yellow in the center, and then the visor kind of goes out to the orange. Nice kind of glow. Really cool glow paint effect there. I like the nice deep kind of crimson with all the orange. You know, I'm a sucker for orange and stuff. I think it's just a really cool kind of mech suit design with the big arms. It's a really good look. And $10, I just couldn't turn it down. $10 effing dollars. Painted up on the back. Really cool looking figure. Once again, 10 friggin' bucks. What was I supposed to do? Not get him? $10? I mean, come on, folks. Carapax does come with some accessories, the first being this DC stand. It's the same kind of DC stand that all these McFarlane Multiverse figures come with, but this guy's feet are so big and wide that he stands pretty well by himself. He doesn't super need the stand, but if you want to do a more dynamic pose, he might. And he also comes with a card. I like the cards, but part of me is starting to think they're not worth it, that I'd rather have more accessories. I'm not sure what else would come with this guy other than like interchangeable hands, because once again, I haven't seen the film. But this image is kind of boring. It just kind of looks like a 3D render of the character. Maybe like some concept art or a shot from the film, I think, would have been preferred. Oh well. But there is a read-up on the back. Let's actually see. An experienced lieutenant and war veteran, Carapax, Guatemalan with inscrutable Mayan features hardened by his 50 years, military demeanor, bionically enhanced right-hand man, blah 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 blah. Heavy armor. Yep, okay. So this is an armor version. It's not mined in a robot. I figured as much. But there are actual accessories, like these open hands. And they're cool. Like, they're sculpted well and stuff. Nice little details. Like, I like the gunmetal kind of thing they got going on here. Here's the issue with these, though. I can't get the fist hands off. You see how, like, how covered they are by all this? I can't get my hands around these in a good way to get them off. Like, maybe if I super duper heated them up, maybe, but I don't have to do that just to whenever I want to swap the hands. So I can't get these open hands on him. I mean, I probably would have displayed this guy with fist hands anyway, but I can't get these hands off to do it, to swap with these. So that's a big bummer. Maybe you should have thought about that a little bit, McFarlane. McFarlane, the company, not the man, but also the man. He seems pretty proactive in the toy making. All right, now let's get to articulation. The head looks up pretty decent amount, actually. You look at it and you don't think it'd move around too much, but like it's got a pretty good up and down. You know, it's got a wobble, rotates all the way around. Pretty cool. You know, the shoulders go up and down, and you can rotate them around. They're on a ball, so they don't hinder as much. Up and down on the arms, forward and back. You know, you have to pull them out to do a full 360, but it's alright. Pretty cool. Oh, the elbows do bend, but they're very tight and ratchety. You kind of already saw that earlier when I was talking about the hands. But they do rotate well. And then there's articulation here on these hands, but once again, they're so covered that, you know, it can be hard to rotate the joints so that they can fold in this way. But there's almost not even a point in articulation there. My main gripe of this guy is just the hands, honestly. You know, you got a good bit of torso movement and on the waist. That's all good. You know, it's got rubber coverings here and here so that it doesn't hinder as much, which is a good touch that McFarlane always does. In and out on the legs, forward, back, really good movement there. I like it. You got a nice double knee bend. And then down on the foot, ankle pivot, up and down, and toe beans. Cool. The toes don't bend down, but they do bend up. And he's got his peg holes, of course. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now let's get into my personal favorite part of these. Side comparisons. Now, here's Carapax with some other figures from the DC Comics Multiverse line. I want to show him with a movie figure and a comic figure. So here on the left we have the Flash from the Flash movie. I reviewed him a little while ago. I think they look really good. You know, he's a big old Megafig. He kind of just towers over him. Looks like he could snap him in half if he was actually able to get his hands on him. And then on the right we have Black Adam from the Justice League Endless Winter comic. He's pretty cool too. I reviewed him a while back as well, but they scale well with him. Now, how about some Mattel figures? Mattel doesn't make these anymore, but still, people collect them, I can only assume. Here on the left, we have the DC Universe Classics The Question, who's a comic book figure. And on the right, the Man of Steel Movie Masters General Zod, who is from the same movie universe as Carapax here. I assume... Actually, no, that's not true, because Man of Steel won't be in continuity anymore, now will it? Yep, post-Flash, it's all new. It'll be new Superman stuff. So he's from the DC EU, and now it's just the DCU. Whatever. He's still a movie figure. And honestly, since Carapax is such a big guy, it still kind of works. You know? Yeah, he's a little bigger next to them, but that's almost a good thing, because he looks more imposing. I mean, yeah, General Zod could still tear him to pieces, but still. Now we're back to the 7-inch scale with some more McFarlane stuff. Here on the left we have the McFarlane Toys DC Direct Page Punchers Ocean Master. Pretty cool. And on the right, it's not a DC figure, but he has crossed over with DC multiple times, and he's McFarlane's baby. It is the Spawn with the Lux Throne. Now, I think these guys scale well with him as well. So he's going to scale perfectly with 7-inch figures in his own line. As we always say here, if a figure scales well with its own line, that's all that matters. But he scales well with other 7-inch lines, other McFarlane figures, and even some slightly smaller DC figures, which is really to its credit. So he's going to look great in your DC collection. He really is, especially if you can get him for 10 friggin' bucks. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the McFarlane DC Multiverse Blue Beetle movie Carapax Mega figure? He's really cool. I really like him. My only issue with him is the hands. I have so much trouble getting these off, and then turning the articulation to make it so that they'll fold inwards is not working for me. I can't do anything with these hands, except for pet the kitty. But, I mean, he looks great. He moves great otherwise. Scales great with my other DC figures. And I got him for such a steal. Wow. And now I really want to see the Blue Beetle movie. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below for Xbox, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.